Hey YouTube, just wanted to make this video real quick. So I run a server and I ran into an issue with probably like 7 mods at the same time. Um, and I couldn't for the life of me think of what the common denominator would have been. Um, but I came in here to the command line and I asked questions elsewhere and found out that the issue was how the mods were named. So, for example, you got like NAF Island V1.2. That was not loading. SNS was not loading. Um, but you could see here uh, that I had changed it in the mod directory, and that was the solution. So, if you have an issue with a mod either not loading or loading incorrectly, like TFAR, where TFAR was actually how I found out the issue with all the other mods. So when we loaded in, we had our long range radios working correctly, and the channel itself on TeamSpeak was working correctly, but we could not get the short range radios to work. So went over to their Discord and asked around, got my question answered, and what it was is that TFAR by default has I don't know if it's going to show, so it's not going to show. So it's Task Force Arrowhead Radio Beta, and then it's got exclamation points and parentheses in its file, or like in its folder name. So I knew that you had to get rid of the parentheses, but apparently the exclamation points are a problem now too. So I've run 3 different servers using HostHavoc, and I have never had this issue before. So it seems like they updated something in their coding, and now it's to the point where the only symbols that are accepted are like apostrophes. Um, don't believe that. Oh wait, yeah. So this mod I didn't have any issues on, and it does have apostrophes, but like Lamb's Danger, I did because it had the periods. So it used to be that periods were acceptable. Now apparently they're not. And I didn't get any kind of memo or anything on an update that said, hey, this was going to be an issue. So I don't think that I'm the only one having this problem. So I just want to put this out for other people who may run servers or use Host Havoc for, you know, Arma 3. Um, so you could go in and take a look at what's going on. So SNS is a good example here. So you have the ampersand in between there, and you can see what I had to do here. If you go to your file manager, you can update the folder name. And you're going to have to update the folder name to whatever doesn't conflict. So one of the kind of problems that I ran into was with cup maps. So there is a base cup maps, and then there's the cup maps 2.0, which should be further up. And if I had deleted the 2.0, there would have been 2 files that read as cup maps, and that would have caused an error. So what I had to do was I took away all of the decimals and whatnot for the cup maps, and then I did the same thing for the other one, but I changed it to cup maps 2. Um, and bear in mind, all of these changes that you make in the folder names also have to reflect on your control lines, or the command lines. So, like SNS down here, I had to change that. And then there was a few other ones that I'm sure if you look through here you can see. Like Cuba, I had to short that. That was the Cuban RHS faction, and I was having an issue. I'm not even sure entirely what the issue was because I got rid of the brackets immediately, before I even tried to put it on the server, and for whatever reason, that whole name was a problem, and it could have been that we have too many things that have RHS in the name, so I had to shorten that. But yeah, so it's just a PSA for everybody that does host havoc related things. Just something to be on the lookout for if you're noticing that you're having any issues on server, or if you're having issues in your logs, errors. That very well could be the possibility. So yeah, I know usually I do more humorous videos, but I just wanted to put this out because I haven't seen a whole lot of information out there regarding this stuff, and I wish that I had a video that told me that, hey, this was the problem, instead of I sat here for 3 days beating my head against a wall trying to figure out why the hell my server wasn't working. And then it ended up being something as stupid as that. So I am by no means an expert in this subject, um, and I don't want this video to come across as like me portraying myself as one. I'm just some guy that runs the server, and this is the solution that I came up to for the problem that we had. But if you have any other questions or anything, feel free to reach out and I can try to find a solution. But in the meantime, I'm thinking that I'm going to keep making stupid ass videos. So we'll see y'all in the next one.